that we've been put in on the attack upon free speech here at CATV channel 54. But due to this state of emergency and the fact that our right to free speech has been attacked by a person, Mike Kennedy is his name. Now that we have been tested, we have realized that we need that bitterness, that hatefulness. Actually, we just need anything that is provocative in any form to test the market of free speech and our right to speak whatever we gosh darn feel like.
I get a call from the patient saying, look at the local section of the paper, we've got a war on our hands, Hezbollah, yada yada. I look on the web at the local section and I see that there is, to my chagrin, a guy, a local man,
some prick,
Michael Kennedy, who is making it his own ordeal, I guess.
I guess
his own
he
mission to cleanse CATV, where we work, where you work, actually, I should say, and where I simply...
yes, I volunteer. I actually spend money making this.
Some piece of riffraff you picked up.
It's all nonprofit.
It's your fun, and here's this idiot.
This
barking up the wrong tree, if you ask me, about really trying to... Okay, what happened in another story is this.
What?
This guy shows a thing called Glue Sniffer on this channel.
Eminem.
And it's a video, basically, it's a montage of imagery with a video sound.
I think mostly just some digital images.
Right, a lot of effects, a lot of fun stuff. We haven't seen it yet. We're not going to judge it, but we'd like to see it. By the way, if you're watching, what's the guy's name? Tidings?
I don't know. I just know he's a young guy, 24 years old.
Students see you, Glue Sniffer, the film. We're trying to get in touch with you. We wish we would have gotten a hold of you today, but you're unlisted. And we're not journalists in the real sense of the word, so we don't know really how to get a hold of you. So
and not only that, but I didn't even find it that cutting edge, really.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I saw part of it. I'm not sure I saw that part, but I saw parts of his show somewhere when I was flicking the channels like most people do, like Michael Kennedy did. He was flicking his channels at 11 o'clock at night.
Michael Kennedy. Yeah, that's the other thing. Just, I thought you died in Aspen in 1998 by running into a tree, and now...
Well, now you're judging.
Or are you the other Michael Kennedy, the one out in...
oh, yeah, Skalaki or something like that. He's being charged for murder.
That little girl?
Yeah, he hit, when he was a kid, he knocked...
Regardless, we don't have much of an affinity for Michael Kennedy's, let's put it that way. And our
Kennedy...
have always been bad people. Now, and we're sure this guy's no exception, especially by what he's written in this article. Somehow he's gotten just a... what do you call it? A storm of
he's got a
storm of people behind him. He's
well, I don't know who would decide. Just one person calls up about a program, and suddenly it's in the newspaper as though it's a story.
Yeah, it's in the, so basically this is the deal. The guy calls up and complains about this program because there's an Eminem song that uses the word fuck.
And advocates or talks about violence. Maybe not even advocate.
We don't know, and maybe some homophobia thrown in there for good measure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Regardless, our point is that we don't care. We don't think Michael Kennedy, obviously, ought to be the judge of this. What do you think? I definitely don't think Michael Kennedy ought to decide.
Well,
how the money's spent. Basically, this is a city-run operation. It's the last bastion for any kind of free thought in this society. It really is.
Public access.
PBS is gone. Let's face it. It's a complete corporate-owned whore at this point. It's totally depressing.
Well, Bill Moyers, he's a decent...
Yeah, PBS is a joke, let's face it. For what it could be. If we were in France right now, we wouldn't be...
Yeah, what do they show American Beauty like 18 times this month?
It's like the reason you see all that British crap on PBS is because they support their arts, man. They have, obviously they have...
But we're about issues here.
Anyway, we're getting back down to it. Basically, this is the deal. This isn't just Boulder's idea.
This is the last bastion of free expression.
Yeah, it's all about and whether or not you like it. Obviously we're a pretty poor example of why it needs to be protected. No, in all honesty.
Actually, we're a good example because so we're just all wacky, crazy. Right. We're unprofessional. You fuck.
Oh, you fuck. So,
Michael Kennedy.
The issue is this. What I meant by we're a poor example is simply...
Well, at 11 o'clock, I mean, who's watching?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what we're saying. That's the whole fucking point. It's after 11. CATV has a policy of actually honoring free speech. They will not air this program
And
ever again.
the kids should be in bed.
Back off the mic.
The kids should be in bed.
Shut the fuck up.
Pockets, I know, you're upset as well.
Good Lord. Anyway, yeah, the kids should be in bed. Anyway, we're not... All right, hold on, girl. Good Lord. We are not... Hey, watch that.
Who are we?
No, we're not the thought police. We're not the cops. We don't make up the policies. But what we do know is that the policies enable us to keep making this program. And yeah, there's some violation of FCC rules going on, admittedly. Fuck, shit, cunt.
And, if you're so outraged, you can become a producer, too, and make some stupid comment like...
Christian goody two-shoes
like,
bullshit, all right?
Like,
go ahead
only people who smile should be on TV.
Exactly. And you know what? Yeah, and then we're going to have a little after-school prayer group for the kids. Whatever. We don't want it. We stand for values, too. They just happen to be completely conflicting with your own. And we decided a long time ago, as a nation even, that we weren't going to let the majority tyrannize the minority. Basically, you're not going to step all over the free speech. You can't do it. There is a precedent in place, and we will take it all the way up to the college.
I mean, what's more obscene? George Bush saying that carbon dioxide is not a dangerous thing in our air, or the fact that Michael Kennedy is a complete idiot.
Notes from the quiet room.
What's more profane?
And now we have a new cause, because Mr. Kennedy...
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy, yes.
Thank you very much, man. Here's to all of us becoming media superstars.
Thanks for inspiring more obscenity than we ever even imagined.
Right, and we have to suspect that Kennedy here is not alone. We haven't done our research yet. Again, we just found out about this afternoon. I'm sure this guy's part of some religious,
No, well, I'm not sure. He could actually be gay.
He could be a liberal, he could be a gay.
I mean, he could be
a
a liberal.
Number of groups of people
there are twisted liberals out there who think that they are thought police out there.
In this letter, I believe that he objected to the obscenity, and that's just fucking unacceptable.
No, I think he objected to the violence and the dehumanizing of gay men.
No, it sounded like the Daily Camera kind of did. I mean, they're the ones who gave the synopsis.
And how about the Daily Camera? They claim I mean, not only that, but they don't even get their facts right. I mean,
no, they never do.
Because they said CATV was primarily funded by the city, when that's not true. It's the cable company that is obligated to have one free channel per neighborhood, per city.
Of public access. So this is I think this is a federal thing.
Yeah, it's something that the cable company has to get back, because they have so much control over our viewing. They program us.
Basically, we get the one
program
tiny little
program
slot where we can actually say what we fucking want. And this little
where we're not programmed.
Right. Well, where we can actually say what the fuck we want, unadulterated, unfiltered, unsponsored, and this guy wants, we're not doing it because we want to. We're doing it because we think it's an important message.
We're not doing it because we want to be Barbara Walters.
Exactly. We're doing it because we think we have something to fucking say. And then
And even if we don't, who cares? We're just doing it.
That's the issue. Well, that's what we have to say. We don't have nothing to say. Don't walk all over us. Basically, the guy...
Pockets, I'll get you that. Would you hold that?
Yeah. I don't know why we have the candle in the first place. This is retarded. The issue comes back down to not of morality and what I think is right or what he thinks or what this jackass thinks is right, but what is legal. And legally right now, we have a legal right to do this. So.
And you got jack shit, Mike.
Crap, man. You have your weird, I believe, Christian-based love fest going on, some kind of reclaiming the airwaves for Christ kind of crap.
And Dave,
frankly,
are we going to challenge him to a wrestling match or something?
Well, open invitation to a wrestling match. This is for Kennedy.
We don't drink much, so we're not going to have a drinking match.
Not the film student. I don't want that kid anywhere near me. He's probably doing a lot of glue sniffing.
Yeah.
Man, you are the lucky son of a bitch who...
Goddamn, you got the 15 minutes of fame.
You got 15 minutes. You get the censorship, the call for censorship, because Dildo Head happens to be watching the wrong fucking show, man. What the hell?
And you didn't even...
You've been putting in hours, weeks, years, I guess.
9 years. 9 years off and on. 9 years off and on.
No,
yeah.
no,
8 years. 8 years. I'd say
8 years of doing this program.
different
Okay.
different forms of
8
this
years of
program.
pushing your message.
Stay tuned, the Eagles in concert. We're going to change pace here in just a moment. A fascinating documentary. No matter what your point of view is, you have to find it intriguing. And it's the kind of program that you ask yourself a few questions. What is going on? I mean, clearly there is evidence that something is happening. How you interpret that is, of course, up to you and what you do with the information. Certainly any government tends to have a history of secrecy, and it's just one of those programs that makes you wonder about the world we live in and what's actually happening.
I've been exposing my ass and taking naked bathtub things, you know.
Around the neighborhood. We've done drugs
Obscene
on camera.
videos.
Okay, I mean there is no reason.
I had
why we
X-rated
not be
videos on
perfect.
one show, you know,
Yeah,
all
we're
throughout
showing
the show.
smut. The only thing that's left is man-on-man fellatio.
And have you heard Jan Scott swear up and down?
Yeah, that fat pig is next, and he's going. And this is basically it. We are wondering.
Yeah,
if
you
the
got.
tone of this show is gonna spark a nerve. It's gonna.
Are we going to incite?
Are we going to be removed from this programming slot?
If so, we're after
people-
every other program
you
that
people have an
says
obligation to
fuck.
stay in tune, exactly, and especially that fat bastard. Yeah, exactly. The fat bastard
Who
cannot
ha-
get away with saying fuck and shit and treating people. You talk about disrespectful and disgusting and a waste of taxpayers' funding.
And not only
Dan
that,
Scott tonight, that is a joke. That is a disgusting, reprehensible little man, and that guy is just full
He
of
is
hate.
smut.
He is obviously
He's
a
pure
smut
smut.
dealer and full of hatred.
Pedophile.
And a hypocrite, and it's just an outrageous monster of a man. And you're going after some film student.
hell, you got plenty of better targets.
We wonder who the hell is Michael Kennedy, and we can't wait to do a little expose.
Yeah,
on
let's
your
see.
stupid
I
ass.
can't wait to get a photograph of
I can't
him.
wait to get a photograph plastered up here next week.
Sometimes, as I slow down and discuss it, can't help but wonder what's happening to my companion.
As far as I'm concerned, we are in the middle of a cultural war, and it's a real battle, and it all
And
comes down to freedom of choice.
unfortunately,
The woman's right to choose. You know, our right to fucking say what we want. Blah blah blah. On down the line, man. They want to fucking truncate. They want to cut everything off, including our fucking dicks.